Hey there, quirky folks. Today I'm going to look at Chloe Zhao's first entry into the MCU. Hopefully this won't be her last, because she has made a beautifully layered movie that boasts of some amazing themes throughout. But having watched the movie, we do have several questions in our minds that should be solved by the Eternal sequel. But there's another question that should be answered, and it has to happen through other movies involving the Avengers. I mean, didn't you end up thinking where the Avengers were during the emergence of the Celestials Tiamat? You must have thought why there was no mention of the Eternals in movies like Shang-Chi or Spider-Man Far From Home. And there was no mention of them in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier either. Well, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier took place in April 2024. Spider-Man Far From Home was somewhere around June or July 2024. And Shang-Chi either took place in April 2024 or April 2025. Guessing that it had no mention of Tiamat, it could be 2024. But it didn't really need to mention the Eternals or Tiamat. So I'd let Marvel clear up this doubt later. Eternals seems to be taking place in the very present day, which is after almost all the MCU projects. It is being said that its events are after Spider-Man Far From Home, and perhaps even Spider-Man No Way Home. That's why none of the movies have mentioned them or Tiamat. So, where are the rest of the Avengers during this time? And why didn't they do anything during the Emergence? Let's find out. Let's talk about one Avenger at a time. First of all, we don't really know what the status of Spider-Man will be after No Way Home. There's a chance that he could actually leave the MCU and go to the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters temporarily. So we can't say for sure. Doctor Strange and Wong are the people who would have known or sensed the Emergence. So why didn't they come to help the Eternals from stopping the deaths of billions of earthly beings? They had sling rings and could have showed up to the location in an instant.
You'll start controlling those punches like we practiced.
Well, I believe that Strange had already known about the Emergence. Ajak told Icarus that the snap of Thanos had actually delayed the Emergence.
5 years ago, Thanos erased half of the universe. But the people of this planet brought everyone back with a snap of a finger.
That's why Strange actually aided the snap. He gave away the Time Stone willingly, having seen that the Emergence would destroy Earth if the snap didn't happen.
There was no other way.
And after seeing that one future timeline where the Avengers would win, he would have also seen that the Eternals would change their mind. They would fight and successfully stop the Emergence. That's why he himself did not interfere.
Fine. I won't.
As for the other Avengers, they could not have joined in. Thor was off-world. Captain Marvel was off-world too. No one knows where White Vision is right now. Wanda was, and probably still is, in an isolated location right now. Whether Shang-Chi takes place before or after Eternals, he would have been in San Francisco. Ant-Man and the Wasp could be in San Francisco, or maybe in the Quantum Realm. We can't know for sure. Maybe a few heroes like Black Panther, who have access to certain satellites, could have picked up on the Emergence happening in the Indian Ocean.
Nat, it's an earthquake under the ocean. We handle it by not handling it.
But things actually happened too quickly at this location. I believe that the likes of Wakanda, Captain America, Bucky, and others just did not get enough time to respond. This is not the same situation as the Suicide Squad fighting Starro. You see, the Starro incident was being reported live. So someone like Superman, Batman, or even Aquaman could have showed up at that location pretty quickly. But the Emergence was happening at an isolated location. So by the time the leftover Avengers or anyone would have picked up on the Emergence, Cersei had already turned Tiamat into a stone. Just days before Tiamat finally began to emerge, Icarus was caught on TV fighting a deviant in London. Jack, who is the son of Phastos, stated that he had seen Icarus fighting a monster shooting laser beams out of his eyes. So, the rest of the world would have come to know about Icarus, but they couldn't have known about the Emergence. Cersei claimed that she is done trying to act as a human, and right then, she was summoned by Arishem the judge. He warned her, Kingo, and Phastos that he'd return to cast his judgment upon the people of Earth. Meanwhile, half of the planet would have seen Arishem from Earth. So, I believe that Cersei and the other Eternals will now get involved in the matters of humans. Their future fights should be coordinated with the Avengers because they have to prove that they took the right decision by stopping the Emergence. They have to prove that the people of Earth were worth saving. Meanwhile, the future movies would definitely reference the events of Eternals. They'd probably even tell us where certain Avengers were while the Celestials showed their presence during Eternals. So, I believe that we won't have to ask about the question of the Avengers' whereabouts in Eternals too. But it was a valid question for now. Okay, that's all. Let us know what you thought of the Eternals. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!